Hey! Before the video starts, today's shoutout goes to 𝕬𝕗. Thank you for your support. Subscribe to be in the next video. Now let's get into the video. So, what exactly is a space shuttle? The space shuttle was NASA's space transportation system. It carried astronauts and cargo to and from Earth orbit. The first space shuttle flight took place April 12, 1981. The shuttle made its final landing July 21, 2011. It was a partially reusable rocket-launched vehicle designed to go into orbit around Earth, to transport people and cargo to and from orbiting spacecraft, and to glide to a runway landing on its return to Earth's surface that was developed by the U.S. National Aeronautics. The space shuttle was like a moving van. It took satellites to space so they could orbit Earth. The shuttle carried large parts into space to build the International Space Station. The space shuttle was also like a science lab. The space shuttle system was made up of three main components: the two solid rocket boosters, SRBs, which provided 80% of launch thrust; the orbiter itself, which many people think of as the shuttle, which served as the crew's home in space and was equipped to dock with the International Space Station. The space shuttle, with a shape like a bulky glider, is actually a lifting body. A lifting body is a specially constructed spacecraft that cannot launch under its own power, but needs additional rocket engines for thrust. The space shuttle is a unique lifting body in that it is a high-tech glider. The payload bay comprised most of the orbiter vehicle's fuselage, and provided the cargo-carrying space for the space shuttle's payloads. It was 18 meters long and 4.6 meters wide, and could accommodate cylindrical payloads up to 4.6 meters in diameter. They are made up of what is called a porous silicon material that is very light and extremely heat-resistant. There are two main types of tiles, one a black-coated tile called HRSI for high-temperature reusable surface insulation tile. The space shuttle has many titanium parts as well as the International Space Station. Titanium is also widely used in military hardware such as jet fighters, missiles, tanks, ships and submarines. The space shuttle has many titanium parts as well as the International Space Station. Titanium is also widely used in military hardware such as jet fighters, missiles, tanks, ships and submarines. Once the orbiter is tail first, the crew fires the OMS engines to slow the orbiter down and fall back to Earth. It will take about 25 minutes before the shuttle reaches the upper atmosphere. The Space Shuttle Thermal Protection System is the barrier that protected the Space Shuttle orbiter during the searing 1650 degrees Celsius heat of atmospheric re-entry. A secondary goal was to protect from the heat and cold of space while in orbit. The Space Shuttle has three decks: the flight deck, the middeck and the life support and housekeeping deck. The middeck is 4 meters long and 3.7 meters wide. The crew eats, sleeps, bathes and plays here. A space shuttle crew is typically 5 to 7 crew members. We have carried as few as 2 and as many as 8 at one time, and space shuttle missions have been as short as 2 days and as long as 18 days. So how did this come to an end? More than 30 years later, when Space Shuttle Atlantis rolled to a stop on the runway July 21, 2011, the shuttle program officially came to a close. After the end of shuttle era, American astronauts were forced to pay for rides aboard Russian rockets, a situation many found galling. And the shuttle was revealed to be a high-risk, experimental vehicle, something most astronauts had known all along. The subsequent investigation also revealed serious problems with NASA's safety culture. Still, the space agency took its lashings and made the changes required to get the shuttle flying again. So the most complex vehicle made by human beings came to an end due to security measures. And that's not the end. We humans are breaking tons of barriers until now. So that's it guys, hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video.